everybody, Max the Game Boy here, and welcome to another video. Hey everybody, Max the Game Boy here, and today we're going to talk about something spooky. Yes, we're going to talk about the new Metroid Dread trailer that came out. And since Metroid Dread is on its way, we'll be here in October. We'll have a good old spooky Halloween and Metroid game this year. Sounds good to me. So, I'm just going to talk about a few things I noticed in the Metroid Dread trailer and theorize about some stuff that how this game is going to fit into the Metroid Dread lore and timeline, and some of the new things that are going to be in the new game. So, let's get into it. Now, before I dive too deep into the Metroid rabbit hole, I'd like to talk about some more obvious things, like the cool new weapons and enemies we will be seeing in Metroid Dread. Now, first off, those homing missiles looked pretty cool, and I'm sure there's tons of new abilities, and those new bosses look pretty cool, like that squid thing looked kind of neat, and that big crocodile thing, like, what the heck's going on with that, dude? Now, although all of that is incredibly cool, what I'd really like to focus on is the new baddie of this game. This creepy dude, who not much has been revealed about, but there are two things I'd like to talk about. His gun right there, and some of his backstory. For me, even the small glimpse of these Egyptian-like paintings kind of tells you that the enemy Samus is going to be facing in this adventure is much older, perhaps, than other enemies. And to me, it looks a lot like some sort of Egyptian god figure. So maybe this being is extremely powerful, or like a deity, or was even like worshipped as a king or emperor or something. Either way, this thing is probably ancient. This new enemy reminds me a lot of the Egyptian god known as Horus, who was part falcon, part man. So that's why I'm just going to call him Space Horus from now on until we know his real name. And now about that handgun of Space Horus's. Now, to someone who doesn't know a lot of lore about Metroid, that handgun just is a cool weapon, but remember, Samus has a handgun as well. And the history behind Samus's armor is that it was built by an ancient group of alien species known as the Chozo. Now, the Chozo not only developed the type of technology that Samus uses in her suit, but they also created the Metroid creatures, which they created to try to defeat the deadly X parasite, which is capable of copying the abilities and appearances of other organisms. So first off, Space Horus was seen in mysterious hieroglyphics, which leads me to believe this is an old being, and these hieroglyphics seem to depict like soldiers of some sort that have suits on similar to that of Samus's, and along with the fact that Space Horus has a handgun similar to that of Samus's that is Chozo technology, and that the Chozo also created Metroids, the creatures in the game, to combat the X parasite. There's a lot of stuff to handle here. Basically, this creature seems to have a relationship with the Chozo technology, and perhaps the Metroids as well. So I definitely think there's a lot to unpack here, and I definitely think Space Horus will have some connection with the Chozo people and their technology, and perhaps could have been revered as some sort of king or god or deity of the Chozo people. Perhaps even an enemy of the Chozo, or some sort of demon or creature that was hated by the Chozo. Okay, so for context, this is the last part of the trailer, and Samus is seemingly beaten by Space Horse, and then like defeated, and then like her eyes close, and then she becomes surprised. Like, is she like under his control or something? This is just, the more I think about it, like, is this canon? Like, does Samus get defeated and like mind controlled by this guy? Maybe this guy's mind controlling abilities are how he turned the robots in the previous trailers from good, working for the Federation, to bad. Maybe in part of this game, Samus gets controlled by Space Horse, and we have to play as other members of the Federation or other people trying to save Samus. I don't know. Just keeps getting crazier and crazier. Hey guys, so that trailer is crazy. I highly recommend, if you haven't seen it, check the link in the description below. I'll post the trailer and you watch the full thing. There's just so much to unpack. New items, new enemy. This enemy is a very old enemy that could have some backstory with an alien species, the Chozo. This could also be an extremely powerful enemy with mind control abilities. I don't know, it's crazy. All I know is this game that's coming up, it's gonna be a big one, and there's gonna be some big things to deal with. But I'm pumped for it. Thanks for watching this video, everybody. Comment any video ideas down below. Like this video and subscribe if you're new and are into this kind of stuff. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next video.